I built a startup landing page with AI in one day. Forget vibe coding. I think the real opportunity right now is vibe marketing. Not just building apps with AI, but building the product idea, the brand, the mockups, the landing page, the ad, the post, the validation system before you waste months building something nobody wants. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I built. I built a product concept called Worth. The idea is simple. You point your camera at anything, find out what it's worth. Old camera, thrift store find, grandma's dishes, vintage watch, records, toys, stuff in your garage, stuff you're about to donate. You scan it, and Worth gives you an estimate value range backed by real sales comps. But this video is not really about the app. This video is about the process. Because I went from idea to product spec to mockups to landing page to Facebook post to X to a live website people can actually join. And I did most of it, well, all of it with AI. So I'm going to walk you through the whole thing, not the theory, the actual thing that I built. And here's the landing page, Worth Landing. I'll put the link in the description of this video below. And let me show you how I got here. Part one is the product idea. The first thing I wanted was a product that had a clear aha moment. Because if you're building something online, especially with AI, the product cannot just be use AI to do a thing. That's too vague. You need a moment people instantly understand. For Worth, the moment is, I paid $4 for this thing and it's worth $380. That's it. The whole hook. The viral moment. That's the ad. That's the product. That's the reason someone would share it. So the first question I asked was, what is a market where people already have curiosity, uncertainty, and a desire for quick answers? And resale is perfect for that. Because everybody has had this moment. You pick something up and think, is this trash or is this actually worth something? The problem with Facebook Marketplace, eBay, OfferUp, all of them is they just start with list your item. But most people are not ready for the list yet. They don't even know if the thing is worth listing. So Worth starts one step earlier. Not sell your item, but what is it worth? That's the wedge. That's the blue ocean. So I wrote the product spec around that. Worth is a appraisal first marketplace. Scan first, appraise first, then decide if you want to sell it. So part two is the product spec. Once I had the idea, I used AI to turn it into a full product spec. And not a tiny paragraph, a real product spec. The spec included one-liner, the target users, the business model, brand direction, the colors, the core features, the app screens, the viral loops, the MVP scope. And this is where the AI actually is useful. Because a lot of people use AI to make magic answer machines, but I think the better way is to use it like a product team. I don't just ask, give me an app idea. I ask it to structure the business. Who is this for? What is the core behavior? What is the free value? What is the paid value? Who gets shared? What gets shared? What gets someone to come back? What is the smallest version worth testing? For Worth, the MPV is not a full marketplace. That would be too much. The MVP is the landing page and the promise. Point your camera at anything and find out what it's worth. That validates the main question. Do people actually want this? Because if they don't want it, they definitely don't want the full marketplace. So the first version is a pre-sale waitlist. Waiting page first, build later. Part three, the brand. After the product spec, I have AI help shape the brand. The direction was treasure hunt meets trusted appraiser. That was important, because this could easily become a gimmicky. It could look like a casino app. Flashing lights, fake jockey energy. Whoa, you're rich. I didn't want that. I wanted to feel like Antique Roadshow meets modern mobile app. Curious, trustworthy, a little dramatic at the reveal moment, but still grounded. So the brand colors became deep green for trust and money, gold for value reveal, warm off-white for the galley feel, dark scanner mode for camera experience. The object was always the hero. The phone scans the item, the app reveals the value, the user sees the comp, And the gold is reserved for moments that matter. The price. The price that matters is everything. The price that matters because everything is gold. Nothing feels valuable. So I wanted gold to show up when the app says, here's what this may be worth. Part 4, the screens. Then I added AI. AI generate the product screens and visual direction. The main screens I wanted here were a scanner screen, an appraisal result screen, a paid virus worth reveal card, the personal vault, the listing composer, the marketplace feed, the find of the day feed, and again, this is where human judgment matters. AI can give you a lot fast, but you still have to decide what is actually good. Some areas are too much. Some are fake. Some are too polished in a way that feels dishonest. Some don't match up to the product. So I kept pulling it back to the actual promise. Can someone understand this in a second? If they see the image, do they get it? If they see the headline, do they understand the app? If they land on the page, do they know what to do? That's what I'm looking for. Not just pretty, clear, because clear beats clever. Page 5, the landing page. Once I had the product spec and the mock-ups, I built the landing page. The landing page needed to do a few things very quickly. First, explain the product. Point your camera at anything and find out what it's worth. Second, show the visual proof. A phone scanner, a valuable reveal, a vault, a listing flow. Third, show who it's for. Thrift flippers, collectors, declutterers, estate finds, people with stuff sitting around the house. Fourth, collect emails, because the point of this is not to impress myself with a cool landing page. The point of this is to test demand. Are people interested in enough to join? That's the game, not can I build a fake startup page. The question is, can I get a real person to say, I want this? That's the validation. So I published the page on resale. Now it's live here. You can check out the link in the video description. And can I send traffic to it? That's the next thing. Part 6, the post. After the landing page was live, I needed traffic. So I created Facebook posts around different angles, not one generic post, different hooks, different buyers. For thrift flippers, the hook is paid $4, it's worth $380. For homeowners, the hook is before you donate it, scan it. For inheritors, the hook is grandma's attic might have a hidden value. For collectors, the hook is track your collection in your vault. For sellers, the hook is stop guessing the price, show the comps. That matters because the same product can be sold different ways. The mistake is thinking there is one perfect post. There usually isn't. And test the angles. You see what people react to. Then you double down. I posted the concept, sent people to the landing page. Now the job is to watch. Which one gets clicks? Which one gets comments? Which one makes people say, I'd use this? Which one makes people tag someone else? That's useful data. Part 7, why this workflow matters. Here's what I think is important. A lot of people are still thinking about startups the old way. I think I need to build the app, then launch the app, then market the app, then find out if anyone wants it. That's backwards. With AI, you can now test the market before you spend months building. You can create the spec, the positioning, the mockups, the landing page, the waiting list, the post, the ads, the validation loop. Then if people respond to it, you build it. That doesn't mean fake it. It means test the promise before you build the whole machine. You have to be honest. I'm not saying Worth is a finished app. I'm testing the idea. I'm testing the landing page. I'm testing whether people want to scan items to find out what they're worth. That's the right first test, because if nobody wants to scan, the marketplace doesn't matter. You know. But if people want to scan, then there's something there. Part 8. What I'd build next. What I'm going to build next. If this gets traction, the next step is not some giant marketplace. The next step is a small working version of the scan. The first version could be simple. Upload a photo, identify the item, return the value range, show comparable sales. Save the result. That's enough. Then I'll add the reveal card, the vault, the share flow, the listing generator, and then eventually the marketing then eventually the marketplace. But again, only if the first behavior works. The behavior is the product. Can someone scan something and feel like, that helped me? That's the core. Part 9, the bigger lesson. The bigger lesson here is this. AI makes everything easy to make things look real, but looking real is not the goal. Validation is the goal. You still need judgment, you still need taste, you still need honesty, you still need to talk to the market, or at least put something in front of the market and see what happens. AI can speed up the work, but it cannot care for you. It cannot decide what matters. It cannot tell you what you actually believe is worth building. That part is still human. For me, worth is interesting because it has a simple human question at the center. What's it worth? That's all I'm always thinking when I see something. That's not an AI question, that's a human question. AI just makes the answer faster. Closing, call to action. So that's what I built, worth. Point your camera at anything, find out what it's worth. I used AI to go from idea to product spec to mockups to landing page to post to a live validation test. You can check it out in the link in the description of this video. And I want to know, what would you scan first? An old watch, a camera, records, furniture, something in your garage, something from your grandparents' house? Drop it in the comments, because that answer tells me a lot about where this product should go next. And if you want to follow the build and keep sharing, I'll keep sharing what's happening next, what gets clicks, what gets signups, what fails, and what did I change, because that's the real game now. Build fast, test honestly, keep what works, cut the rest. Thank you.